We continue our series of special reports, 2014, a year to remember. And when it came to local politics, 2014 was a banner year.
Here's CBS 4's Jim DeFede with a look back.
If there was one word to describe Florida's year in politics, that word would be expensive. The governor's race between Rick Scott and Charlie Crist was the costliest in the country, with nearly $100 million spent, most of it on negative TV ads.
This was a tough election.
Florida is on a mission. And that mission is to keep growing and to become the very best place in the world to get a job, to raise a family, and live the American dream.
But in reality, all anyone is going to remember from the election is the controversy over a fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an extremely peculiar situation right now. Governor Crist has asked to have a fan, a small fan, placed underneath his podium.
Fangate blew over, and Scott did end up debating Crist. And in November, Rick Scott beat Charlie Crist by just 64,000 votes. It was a stunning and emotional victory for Scott.
Of course, I can't forget about my mom. She's passed away, but we wouldn't be here without my mom. I want to thank her for everything, but I won't talk a lot because I'd probably get too emotional.
For Crist, the Republican turned independent turned Democrat, the loss may well mark the end of his political career.
I will never forget you. I will always be indebted to you. You are the most wonderful friends a person could ever hope for. I love you more. God bless you all, and God bless our beautiful Florida. Thank you.
More than $14 million was spent on the congressional race between incumbent Joe Garcia and his Republican challenger, Carlos Curbelo.
Thank you very much.
Curbelo's victory may be short-lived. Democrats already have their sights set on winning the seat back. For now, though, Curbelo is focused on the future.
We need to reform the government. We need an economy that will grow and benefit everyone, not just the people at the top. And I'm going to D.C. to fight for tax reform, to fight for immigration reform, and to fight for other government reforms that will help us all do better.
Garcia said he's not done with politics.
I will never be done with South Florida, and there's always a role for a citizen to play in a democracy. 2014
was also a year for mayors on trial. Former Hialeah Mayor Julio Rabina and his wife were acquitted on tax evasion.
I told all of you from the beginning that we were going to vindicate our name.
Miami Lakes Mayor Michael Pizzey was found not guilty of taking bribes.
From day one, I said that I was innocent. There were times when that was a lonely cry.
But there was no happy ending for North Miami Mayor Lucy Tondreau and Homestead Mayor Steve Bateman. Each were convicted in separate cases. Sweetwater Mayor Manny Moronio skipped a trial altogether, pled guilty, and went straight to prison to start a 3-year term. And in Broward, former school board member Stephanie Kraft was convicted this year of official misconduct. On a more positive note, Broward County Commissioners selected a new mayor, Tim Ryan. Also this year, the Miami-Dade County Commission took a clear shift to the left with the election of liberal Daniela Levine Cava.
And to be a voice for the people, many of whom have felt voiceless. No more.
The Miami-Dade County Commission also saw the appointment of Jean Monestine as its first Haitian-American chairman.
We'll allow our diversity to strengthen our community instead of divide us.
And of course, the biggest political story of the year was Jeb Bush's decision to actively explore a run for the White House in 2016. And let's not forget Marco Rubio. He's also keeping his options open, which should make next year very interesting to watch. I'm Jim DeFede, CBS 4 News.